Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Not exactly a half circle, but again, we're not, this is open air. There's no contact here, so it can be a little less than what we want, and certainly the shape can be not so round. This might be the last cut. Let's take 10 and see what we got. All right. Well, it's not bad. Probably with just a little bit of filing, we might actually have something. So let's slide the other piece in here and see what we come up with. Well, this other piece is definitely short. I'm wondering. Let's just do some fake it stuff here. That's better. So just a little bit off this top edge here, and we might actually have something. Well, we got to go further, but this is a good start for now. Well, that's about as far as we can go there. Any more, and I think we're going to be kind of hanging out. I mean, I would never attempt this for anything other than 10 thousandths at a time. 10 thousandths cuts at a time. Oh well. Let's give it a try, see what we can come up with. Okay, this time our plate got in just a little bit crooked. So, we're gonna open it back up again. I think we've got something here. It's not real pretty, but we can make it pretty later. Let's spin it around and see if it's going to work. Or actually, we'll just go from here. Well, we got a little ways. Now the question is where is it binding? So I think what we'll do is take it apart and put a little dicum on there. Well, I can feel an edge right there. I'm sure that that's one of the binds. You know what? We're going to take it over to the grinder, or to the sander, and just round up all of those little, not corners, but hash marks. So we got a longer bit in here, and I'm telling you, it just barely makes it. We got about a 1/4 inch here. Luckily, we're just going to be going down 10 or 20 thousandths. So I'm set at 0. We're going to take 20. Well, let's just take 10. See what happens. Okay, we may actually have something here. I'm not sure, but everything's worth the try, correct? Well, I see it hitting right here, right on that edge right there and right there. Let's see what it looks like on this side. Yeah. Okay, well that's pretty easy. And we might even be able to take that over on the grinder. Okay, so we're going to pull this apart and we're going to put some dicum on these edges here. Ooh, I feel something right here. A little bump. I think what I want to do is go over to the grinder and go ahead and round that off. Okay, we rounded these edges just a little bit. Not really edges, more like bumps. Okay, I'm seeing just a little bit of a scrape mark up there, am I? Just a little bit right there, and some right here. This side looks fine. Let's see what we got here. Looks like this whole corner is having trouble. But that's about it. Let's take this corner off. Okay, it's Saturday morning. I get to play again, and this thing was absolutely freezing cold, so I put it over on the wood stove for about 2 minutes per side. Now it's a little bit warmer. Feels better. So, we still are trying to get this thing to open, and it's closer. Let's just have a look and see if we can see where it's hitting back here. Okay, well, we've done this, I'm sure 50 times now, trying to get this thing to open. And I'm not even sure it's going to open this time, but it's gotten a lot further. Ready? Fingers crossed. Almost. All right, check it out. That was after another 10 or 15 trial and grind and try and grind. So now we've got all the way up almost to square. And you can see just a little bit off from being totally square. Now, I think what I can do now is put this in the mill and mill off the bottom section. Just looks like to me by maybe 5/1000ths, and that's going to bring it up, and also at the same time I'll have a nice seat for it. So we're going to set up the mill. And take this apart. I'm almost positive it's not enough, but better safe than sorry, all right? That's it. About as close as we can get. I'm happy. Okay, so now there's a couple directions we can go. One direction is I want to take this, and this is going to go this way, I believe. Yes. And it's going to sit kind of somewhere in the center here. And it's going to have this collet attached. There we go. Okay, and then the bolt down for the collet goes here. Now what I want to do is this wants to bolt down, and then I'm going to come up, and I'll be able to get all of these angles that I want to sharpen my bit. Because if you look, and we'll grab this big bit that I have, if you look, there's all kinds of angles here. We've got this facing angle and then this little small facing angle right there. So when this goes in, it's going to have to rotate up and then rotate over so that I can come in with the, I can't remember the name of it, surface grinder. There we go. They say Biden is losing his memory. Well, hey, I totally get that. I'm still functional, and I'm sure he is too, but there are some definite lapses. So that's what I want to do, but I want to be able to rotate this up this way and get it going, and I also want to be able to rotate it this way to get the to catch the angles. So what we're going to do is going to come in and create a center here so that this thing can spin on a rotational pivot, and then also put a rotation in here for a nut or a bolt. We don't need a huge amount of rotation, maybe that much on both sides, so that this can rotate back and forth also. So we've got this and this and this. So this can go in and out that way too. Now the other thing I have to do is come in on the bottom plate and put some anchor bolt holes in the bottom plate. So we got a ways to go. And for now, I think I'm gonna just, what do we do next? You know,